I have seen racism on the part of Jesus. He is racist, Jesus. Matthew 15:21. An Arab woman, subhanallah, she ran to him. She said, "Good master, my daughter is sick with shaitan, with the demon. Please heal her." You know what Jesus did? He looked at her and you go like this.
Sheikh Muhammad Awal. One, the woman wasn't an Arab. You've gotten the whole concept wrong. You've gotten the whole concept wrong. This is the exact reason we tell you, we implore you Muslims to study what the Bible. This the reason we tell you to study what the Bible. It isn't a matter of you just memorizing quotations or biblical verses. That doesn't make you a scholar of the Bible or a person that knows biblical the Bible. You have to sit up on your buttock and study the Bible and interpret well its passages. Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to Doesnt Media. My name is Boache Steven, and you know for sure that whenever again my city Tibawi is mantling those several assertions that have been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Well, this time round, a response to Muhammad Awal, Sheikh Muhammad Awal, and he's deemed as Islamic scholar, and Muslims do revere him a lot, and he's made lot of assertions against Jesus Christ, and he made reference to Matthew 15 verse number 22, where Jesus Christ actually, people says his statement was derogatory to the Canaanite woman. Is this really true? Surely he's making some assertions, and we're taking a quick break, and we're returning to this. You're welcome back, beloved. Quickly, shall we go to Sheikh Muhammad Awal? He's actually making some claims, and you will have to listen.
I have seen racism on the part of Jesus.
Most of you who doesn't know what actually is meant by racism, I think South Africa fought against racism for so many years. How we get to him, and that is apartheid, discrimination by color and all that. So he say he's encountered something like that about Jesus Christ, and Muhammad Awal is actually going to speak fancy. He was there, or he's a contemporary of Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ is racist. He says he's seeing racism on the part of Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay, let's hear him out.
He is racist, Jesus.
Okay, so prove it. How is he racist?
Matthew 15:21. An Arab woman, subhanallah.
So you see, that's the reason I always tell you to be giving good ears to these people, okay? In order for you to be able to know of whether or not they are speaking the truth, you will have to access their stuffs, the stuff they put across. I'll be getting with me. He's saying that in Matthew 15 verse 21, an Arab woman, subhanallah. You see, this is a lie. Sheikh Muhammad Awal, this is a lie. It is called biblical illiteracy. Or is it just because you want to deceive your audience, your addressees? You see, and these people are sitting in front of Sheikh Muhammad Awal, and they are very happy, and they are yelling with excitement. This is illiteracy. Okay, this is called biblical illiteracy. Where in the Bible did it ever say, or did it ever stipulate that an Arab woman went to Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ discriminated against her? This is a lie. Okay, this is a lie. I think after this, we're actually going to see what actually is written in Matthew 15 verse 21 and 22, or 21 up to 28. The Bible talks of a Syro-Phoenician woman, a Canaanite. The Bible never stipulates, or the Bible never puts any Arab. What lies is this? What lies is this? You do all these all because you want to promote Islamic orthodoxy. Okay, this is unfair, and this is something done by a deceptive person. Satan does this. Okay, lies upon lies. You are a liar. Well, what next?
She ran to him. She said, "Good master, my daughter is sick with shaitan, with the demon. Please heal her."
So another assertion, he says, the Arab, so-called Arab, okay, according to him, an Arab woman ran to Jesus And she said, "Good master, my daughter is sick with Satan, with the demon. Please heal her." Again, you are a liar. The Bible never put any Arab. Okay, the woman wasn't Arabian. The woman wasn't an Arab or an Arabian. You are a liar, Sheikh Muhammad Awal. What next?
You know what Jesus did?
Okay, what did he do?
You look at it and you go like this.
He says, Jesus asked this, his created, okay, his formulated Arab woman, okay. Jesus Christ actually looked at her and he go like this. He go like how? What did Jesus do?
She came over here. She said, "Oh master, my daughter is possessed with the devil. Please heal her."
Jesus referenced to her as a dog, and the woman said, "Oh master, my daughter is possessed with the devil. Please heal her." Okay, what next?
Jesus Christ, he make like this.
Okay, he make like what?
She came over here. She started to cry. The third time she came and she was begging him, "Oh thou master, the son of Dawood, son of David, please heal my daughter."
So according to Muhammad Awal, Jesus Christ actually, when Jesus heard the woman saying that, okay, the moment the woman approached him, he actually looked somewhere like this, and the woman again came, and Jesus Christ turned the right side because he never wanted to listen to this woman. So he says she came over here and she started to cry. The third time she came and she was begging him, "Oh thou master, the son of David, please heal my daughter." Okay, what next?
It is not good to take the children's bread and give it to a dog like her.
So he says Jesus Christ actually made a derogatory statement. Fancy, he's saying it is not good to take the children's bread and give it to a dog like her. You see, so according to Muhammad Awal, Jesus actually called the so-called Arab woman a dog. Well, what next? Let's finish and we reply to him.
Subhanallah. Then Jesus looked to her. Jesus said to her, "Woman, let it be done as thou will. You want to eat the crumb? Fine. But the bread, nah."
Okay, he says, Subhanallah. Then Jesus took a look to her and said, "Woman, let it be done as thy will. You want to eat the crumb? Fine. But the bread, nah." You see, Muhammad Awal is an illiterate when it comes to the Bible. Okay, and this is poor scholarship to do. It is poor scholarship to do that. It is fallacious to do that. Okay, it is called the fallacy of limited information. It is logically, it is categorical. What is it? It is fallacious. Why do you have to lie just because you want to propagate your religion? Where in the Bible does it say that Jesus actually, an Arabian, actually approached Jesus Christ? The woman wasn't an Arab. It's a lie. She was a Canaanite. Okay, she was a Canaanite. And make sure that this is the reason I always tell you to go by biblical hermeneutics, sacred hermeneutics, and also exegesis. This is exactly what will help you to interpret well biblical passages. Okay? This is exactly what will help you to interpret well biblical passages. Well, what next?
It's for Israelites. That's racism. He's a Jew, she's an Arab. I'm not going to give you. Racism.
So, according to him, Jesus said it is for Israelites. And he says that's racism. She's a Jew, he's a Jew, and the woman, the woman is an Arab. And I'm not going to give you, and this is racism. This is a lie. It's a lie, Sheikh Muhammad Awal. One, the woman wasn't an Arab. You've gotten the whole concept wrong. Okay? You've gotten the whole concept wrong. This is the exact reason we tell you, we implore you Muslims to study what the Bible. Okay? This the reason we tell you to study what the Bible. It isn't a matter of you just memorizing quotations or biblical verses. That doesn't make you a scholar of the Bible or a person that knows the Bible. You have to sit up on your buttock and study the Bible and interpret well its passages. Sheikh Muhammad Awal, Well, let's give him a very nice and polite response over here. The verse Sheikh Muhammad Awal actually cited is Matthew 15, verse number 22. Well, let me help you with the reading, okay? We want to prove to you that indeed he lied. An Arab didn't approach Jesus, okay? And we're going to explain a bit his action by consulting Greek scholars, okay? And we are going to see the actual word Jesus Christ used over there for the woman, or for the Canaanite, or for the Gentiles. How we get to me? If you don't know the Bible, then just shut up. Because the Bible has a way of describing the Gentiles and also the Jews. Do you understand? The Gentiles and the Jews, how they were described in the Bible. Well, let me help you with what the Bible says in Matthew 15, verse number 22. Okay, the actual woman that approached Jesus. Let's see if she was an Arabian. Okay, just to let you know that Sheikh Muhammad Awal is a liar, and he just do that to promote Islamic orthodoxy, and he deceives you merely because you yourself doesn't even want to study the Bible, okay? And whatever he says is actually what you go by. He's a liar, and he is misinforming you. Well, Matthew 15, verse number 22, I read, "And behold, a woman of Canaan," did you get it? "And behold, a woman of Canaan came from that region and cried out to him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, son of David. My daughter is severely demon-possessed." Verse 23, "But he answered her not a word." You get that? He was very silent about this. He answered her not a word, and traditionally he had to drive her away. Or we get to me, because the Jews were not to mingle with the Gentiles, most especially the Shomronis. I mean the Samaritans. Or we get to me. Jesus actually didn't utter a word. Okay, he didn't utter a word. So he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and urged him. Okay, they urged him, saying, "Send her away, for she cries out after us." You see, so why did they do this? They were following Jesus Christ, but they knew that traditionally the Gentiles were not to be dragged into that system. No, the Jews never mingles with the Gentiles, but Jesus Christ uttered no word. He didn't tell her, "Hey, you are a Gentile, and we have nothing to share with you. Just go your way." Jesus didn't do this. He was very quiet about this. Okay, verse 24. "But he answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Jesus Christ was actually telling her the actual thing he came to do. He must be at his work. Okay, first thing first. He was first to serve the Israelites. Okay, and if anything would happen for the Gentiles during that time, it would be something incidental. Or we get to with me. So Jesus Christ actually pinpointed his actual task on earth to the woman. Okay, so was Jesus not being fair rather over here? Well, let's proceed to see where Jesus Christ actually made that statement people cease to be derogatory. Verse 25, "Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me." Verse 26, "But he answered and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs." You see, the New King James Version of the Bible puts little dogs. Well, we actually go into the Greek. Let me help you with the Greek over here. And I'm actually referencing that of this scholar, Lenski. Okay, what is it? He made he ran some commentary on the book of Mark. Okay, RCH Lenski. Okay, RCH Lenski. And according to him, yes, if you take the Greek interlinear Bible, you get to know that the actual word used over here for little dogs is kunaria. Kunaria. Kappa, Upsilon, Nu, Alpha, Rho, Iota, Alpha. You get that? Kunaria. That's the word used over here, and it means little pet dogs. Little pet dogs. Now, get wind of this. Whenever we talk of pets, okay, pets are animals you cherish a lot. Do you understand? pets are animals you cherish a lot. Most of you have parrots. Or is it parrots in your homes? Most of you have dogs. You rear dogs, like you have them as your pets, and sometimes you play around with them and all that. Hope you get with me. And sometimes we go by these American slang fancy. I'm gonna get play room full of ankle biters and all that. Hope you get with me. Somewhat like dogs. Hope you get with me. And also you have pets fancy. Some also rare, even snakes. Snakes, how we get to him. Some have rabbits and all that in their homes. How we get to me. So this is it. The word used over here is kunaria, meaning little pet dogs. So Jesus Christ was actually saying it isn't right, okay, for the children's food to be thrown at or to the little pet dogs. They are also in the house. They are also in the house. They live in the same house with the master. They live in the same house with their children. They are also very much special. Had it not been that they were special, they wouldn't be in the house of the master. Jesus Christ is actually drawing distinction over here. And he's not talking about dogs that the scavengers. I hope you get to me. Dogs that are on the street and they eat on the they eat garbages and all that. They go to the refuse dump place and they eat toilets and blah blah. Excuse me. I hope you get to me. Not those dogs. But dogs that are really going to be taken care of by their masters. They're going to be bathed by their masters. They're going to be decorated by their masters. These dogs are the ones Jesus Christ is referencing. So putting little pet dogs for the Gentiles and for the Canaanites really means that the Israelites were also dogs, but they were not the little pet dogs. How we get with me? So why would that distinction come? Okay, why would little appear in the construction Jesus made over there, or in the statement Jesus made over there? Little pet dogs. It isn't right for the food, the children's food, to be thrown or to be casted out to the little pet dogs. So who are and who were the the greater dogs, greater pet dogs? Who are they? I'll be getting with me. Yes, forget about the idea of children. Fancy it a reference to the Israelites. But who were the greater pet dogs? You understand? It's a distinction. Jesus Christ was actually telling them he came purposely for the task, okay, for the cause of the Israelites. And it wasn't yet time for him to turn out to the Gentile world. It doesn't mean he was discriminating or he was adhering to racism, or he was being racist. Okay, study what the Bible, Mr. Muhammad Awal. Well, let's go to Lenski. Okay, Lenski actually explains what actually Jesus Christ did in Matthew 15 verse number 22. He runs a commentary by defining the Greek kunaria over there as little pet dogs. He says, and I quote him, in the Orient dogs have no owners, but run wild and serve as scavengers for all garbage and offal. I'll be getting with me. That is it. We most of the times come across dogs on the street, and you probably, like, the moment you see them, the appearance and everything, you get to know that they have no owners. Okay, they've lost their homes and all that. They've lost their homes. They are somewhat like vagrants or vagabonds if they were human beings. Okay, and they eat garbage and refuge dumps and all that, and the offals and all that. That's what they do. They have no one looking after them or taking care of them. They are not the custody of nobody. They just walk around, and if they get anything, they just take it. You understand? Sometimes you will be entering your room and you get to know that a dog has gone for something else and has left it in front of your door, something, and it's something that is very much disgusting. You understand? These dogs has no owners and they have no caretakers. He just wasn't making reference to these dogs, these kind of dogs, according to Lenski. And I continue. He says it is an entirely different conception when Jesus speaks of little pet dogs in referring to the Gentiles. You get that? These have owners. These little pet dogs have owners, meaning they are needful. Okay, they are needful. They are also in the house of the owner. They are also in the house of the master. Okay, these have owners who keep them even in the house and feed them by throwing them bits from the table. Lenski, 1961, page 304. Read it. All we got to mean. So in cases like this, we consult great authorities. Okay, Greek authorities and other, okay, people with name, renowned people. He's a renowned scholar. Okay, and that's exactly what he's saying. And he knows the Greek, not what Sheikh Muhammad Awal is doing. Okay, he's just throwing stones into the field, but he doesn't know how to play. Do you understand? But he doesn't know how to play. It's a lie. He doesn't know the scripture. Well, again, let me add topple it with this, and we ended up here. Lenski again notes, all that Jesus does is to ask the disciples and the women to accept the divine plan that Jesus must work out his mission among the Jews, just as I told you initially. Any share of Gentile individuals in any of these blessings can only be incidental during Jesus' ministry in Israel. Pages 304 and 305. I mean, same place I gave you. And what about Alan Black? Okay, Alan Black also noted, the form of Jesus' statement is proverbial. Okay, and and the basis of the proverb is not antipathy. Okay, it isn't antipathy for Gentiles, but the necessary Jewish focus of Jesus' earthly ministry. Okay, this is exactly how we study the Bible. Okay, this is exactly how we study the Bible. The word Jesus used over there wasn't the derogatory. It may sound that way in your ears if you don't want to study well the Bible. Okay, but what was the reaction of the woman? He also even humored Jesus Christ by saying, oh Lord, but even when the children are done eating, the leftovers are also given to the little dogs you're talking about. Okay, the woman wasn't alarmed at the word of Jesus Christ. She understood what Jesus was talking about, because the Jews, that's how they distinguished themselves from the Gentile world. And it wasn't just the woman, but rather Gentiles were called little pet dogs. Why? Because we are also in the house of the master. We are also in the world of the master, God. His providences, we benefit from his providences and all that. All we get to remain. Okay? But we were not the actual people he deals with. Fancy the Israelites. That is it. So we Gentiles fancy myself, but now I'm not a Gentile. Do you understand? If you know the Bible well, if you know the Bible well, if you're a Christian, you are no more a Gentile. You can no longer call yourself a Gentile. Do you understand? That is it. Okay, we are all in the house of the master, but the Jews were distinguished from the Gentile world. So the Gentiles were called little pet dogs. Okay, little pet dogs, and not just the Canaanite woman. Okay, in this lesson, I actually pinpointed to you that Sheikh Muhammad Awal lied. He's a liar. Okay, because the Bible in Matthew 15 verse 22, where he referenced, where he cited, the Bible says it's a Canaanite woman, a Syrophoenician woman who confronted or who approached Jesus Christ for a healing for her daughter, and not an Arabian and not an Arab woman. So this is a lie. And again, I've informed you that Sheikh Muhammad Awal is illiterate when it comes to the Bible. Okay, what he's doing is called biblical illiteracy. He don't know the Bible, and he don't want to study with an opened mind and a critical eye. You understand? So I implore you to go by biblical hermeneutics. Whenever you study the Bible, whenever you come across stuffs in the Bible, sometimes you have to be comparing people with the same authority. Okay, somewhat like you came across stuff in the book of Isaiah. What about Jeremiah? What did he say about it? What about Ezekiel? What did he say about it? What about this, that? That's how we study the Bible. You understand? That's how we study the Bible, so we can avoid the so-called African science of interpretation that people do, and the Islamic science of interpretation, or Islamic science of biblical interpretation, all because you want to propagate Islamic orthodoxy. May God richly bless you. We've debunked his so-called ideology. Shall we meet up here once again? Greetings to everybody. Bye-bye. Seriously, there is an end to everything we're doing over here on earth. We are informative beings. We carry information wheresoever we go. And without us, there wouldn't be the happenings of events in several lot of countries. Religions are superfluous in our countries, in our world. But how can people study a lot, and how can they get or attain some knowledge about all religions? That's exactly what we're doing over here. Most especially being a Christian and Christian apologist, I intend to always express my view in regards to what even the religion that has been rival to Christianity since time immemorial are said, that is Islam. And on this program, we present reasonable polemics against authentic historic Islam, and we create the awareness that indeed Christ descended purposely for man's redemption. We cannot do this without you. That's the exact reason we want sponsorship. Yeah, you can help with the provision of machines so we can go out there for debates and all that. And during these debates, you know for sure something miraculous happens sometimes. People actually learn a lot, and even if the Muslim has questions, sometimes they cannot confront you while you are here on the show. But if we go out there for a program seriously, they can ask several lot of questions, and we help heal several many wounds. You can help with anything that can help propagate the efficacious gospel of Christ. And I think there are some specific people in our world today who are into this kind of sponsorship works, and that is Brother Dan u.s.a.
Now, some social media, Muslims, any debate, the share arguments, and let me give you every pair. Now, who back and you our hat, do my Church of Christ preach our hat. Now, what about one? We have more lost in TV, you know. And then, what you want more, you know, Mr. Portable, and Latin Shadow, who goes for that number, minimum no draw, but 25 million, and I'm a neighbor.
May God richly bless you for what actually did for us, and it actually told us for sure that you do follow this program and you love it. You love the propagation of the efficacious gospel. And also Brother Ken Biney, may God bless you, as well Mr. COD, Mr. Peter, Uncle Sam of Toronto, Canada, Ghana House, Mr. Edu. We need your sponsorship. Specifically, I've mentioned your name because I actually know what you're doing in the system. And whosoever, wheresoever you are, you can pick up the contact that is emerging on your screen and communicate us, so you can discuss with that what actually you would love to help with. May God richly bless you. Your sponsorship is needed.